Bamenda, I know body existing. Thank you, my Bamenda, thank you, my homeland. God bless you, my mama, for the success for your children. I am proud of you, you are rich. I am proud of you, you are strong. You defeat the whole Cameroon, like Africa in the wonderland. My Bamenda, others say you're not big good for making things work. That's just a name in this country. People them they shiver. The way we are picking them, they also people them they wonder. Thank you, Baba Mendai. Thank you, my homeland. God bless you, my mama. For the success for your children. I am proud of you. You are rich. I am proud of you. You are strong. You defeat the whole Cameroon like Africa in the wonderland. Baba Mendai. Sisters, so love the world. Whatever you do, always think about your home. It's a place where you will come back some days. Let's clean it up, let's build it up. Thank you, my Bamenda. Thank you, my homeland. God bless you, my mama. For the success for your children. I am proud of you. You are rich. The whole Cameroon, like Africa in the wonderland. My Bamenda, my Bamenda, sweet mama. All the hard-working sons and daughters of this great northwest region of Cameroon, I want you to stand up and dance because
Mommy and Papa them, fellow Ambazonians, on a good day. Of course, as you be aware, today na Wednesday, November 25, 2020, and tomorrow na Thanksgiving Day for United States of America, when on November 26, and it will be na Thursday. Just now, we will start this live show by observing a minute silence for Diego Maradona, of course, na football legend. I know say he don't just die today, as we don't read all over news and now read for National Telegraph. And it coincides with which I want to talk about PWD Bamenda win another football club. Of course, best way to play for PWD tomorrow. If he even be better than Samuel Eto'o, if he be better than Diego Maradona, it depends on the player, the conviction. Of course, normally we believe say person like Eto'o will come out can be a very renowned player for the world. So everything for this live, it depends on person the conviction. We'll take 1 minute silent and then we will continue this live show. So may the soul of Diego Maradona rest in peace, and also souls them for people that don't die in the course of this day, may they rest in peace. And today, Mommy and Papa them will be aware say this page will be tremendously suppressed by big tech, and will still, no matter what, will see it very considerable numbers. A lot of people writing the DC notification. So when you join, please, you make sure say you share extensively. And I want also wish happy birthday for all my way to celebrate your birthday today, probably to celebrate that birthday tomorrow. So wherever you watch, we know side you watch. If you watch now from Boya, federal capital from Amazonia, you just hashtag Boya. If you watch now for Taiwan, for China, for Bamenda, when a capital for PWD Bamenda, please, if you also hashtag Bamenda. Now, by the way, today we'll start this show with the music, my Bamenda from my good friend and brother from Womb, from Agrem, from Sekobulua area, where in a dog star. So, my talk am very clearly, Mommy and Papa them. You know, you see, revolution fi only go ahead when people they be ready for speak the truth and for condemn things the way they be contrary to the aspirations of the people. And like I've been talking from my last show, the issue about defeating an enemy in a war of independence, it not only be based now on the fact that you want to get a strategy to go kill military or go destroy government property, but the most important thing now the internal strategy. where you will try for make sure say you lay out the strategy, go back for the drawing board, for see where it affect the revolution and try to solve that problem. I been talking last time and I will still repeat and say, you not fit ever drive motor we get punctured tire. You must leave it for road, you'll get accident or one or two things will happen. Or when you're tire for your motor pick nay, you must change them for be able to go reach your destination. So all my way watch this show now, you hashtag play watch the show. Put the watch your USA hashtag. You know, I didn't announce my shows again because when I see I'm saying Facebook, you put me down, say well, especially for this page, but look just now, we get almost close to 500 per half 1,000, which is a huge and a great number despite the suppression. So I want to talk today about PWD Bamenda, where it been at the crux for this live show. And nothing in this way will not ever green make Cameroon government or any other proxy for Cameroon government where they act in the name of Amber. Make it try for further discredit the Ambazonian revolution. Mommy and Papa, fellow Southern Cameroonians, Ambazonians, we must all understand one thing. Now not be time for Kadi make noise on Facebook. Now when I see, I even be happy to say if live Facebook won't take down the page, I don't care because it will give me even more time to do a lot of things in backstage. Mona listen very attentively. I want any man to join, click share on this show. If you join, you click share, you hashtag. Anytime you hashtag please watch as many times as possible. May we listen. This revolution not be for sale. This revolution not be on the whims and caprices for adults them way they don't lost any touch with their future and they don't get any economic mechanism for develop themselves. And so they feel saying that the war. They will rely on this war for as long as possible for being able to continuously feed themselves and their families. May I tell you one thing? Me, every cattle, I don't go tolerate and use the pronoun I. I don't go tolerate anybody where they come on air, do audios, where they dare contrary to the aspiration of our people. And you when you share that audio, you get to really think about what kind of information you try to disseminate. Because I listen an audio where some person preach an eminent attack on the PWD football club and the people didn't share. How come you lost your mind so badly saying you talk something to go attack PWD? I will play the audio more here. I mean, we get two governors for Northern and Southern Zone. We get a number of GOs. We get mayors that were not elected. Even the mayors, they said some of our people there, we never fair investigate which mayor you go attack. And it be so crazy. I'm talking very clearly. And me all Amber people, them way they watch me. If you be true Amber, listen very well. Because if you get the Amber spirit, do I get them? You get always shit on. You diagnose any information, then you decipher which is the next step for taking. You don't ever ask yourself why this platform remain the biggest. Since the start of this revolution until now, it pitch and the peak remain so high. You never ask yourself, because people they come here for get resolute and accurate information and forget a sense for make a choice. This is where you get information where you can make informed decisions on what to do with the revolution. After 4 years, talk your true. You ain't done for Bamenda, you ain't done for Boya, you ain't done for Limbe, you ain't done for Manfi. Talk your true, evaluate the revolution. Wait there for your mind. You think you'll go form or the regress. Forget about these noise people they make for America here. And elsewhere they can't even say we are winning fatly. When they don't go for drawing board, for go regress the situation, they won't bring revolution for this level. Every time, every day, you get people there. Listen, man talking very clearly. Very clearly. Any man will attack PWD Bamenda inside Ambazona, that man a terrorist. Any man when you preach attack on PWD Bamenda, the man a terrorist. I want to listen to this audio. We will listen to this audio briefly before I will continue the show. Just give me a minute. I will talk very clearly and me all ambassadors listen. Listen very well. If you join, you share. Before I play this audio, as you join, you share extensively. We must be ready for caress the population. We must be ready for create a beautiful rapport, a rapport where it be unquenching between we, the Ambazonian liberators, we, the separatists, we, the restorationists, we, the independent fighters, and the population. Without that rapport, there is nothing you can do. Listen, my turn one thing. And that is why we must uproot any canker worm. I don't know if whether not lack of education, or not our anxiety, or not dullness, or not witchcraft. I don't understand the theory worry this guy for anyway. He can't even go attack PWD. You go just okay, me they attack councillors, people they go vote for regional elections. Me they attack people they go where they wear CPDM racks and so on. That is good. But you need to talk about more. When I don't collect money then for diaspora here, $1 million, 800,000, 500,000. Up to now, you can't still do an audio for instruct person where not get gone. Me go attack person where he wear CPDM close. Where the person military, they all over grandstand, all over play, they go to campaign or where they go vote. My brother, one thing I don't know. I'm going to listen very attentively. Listen for me today very well. All the investors I make, I don't she don't quiet. When I say they go, they do that campaign, then they launch that campaign, them CPDM. They do it, they launch campaign, and my turn, there'll be noise or audio go stop them in no vote. They go still go vote. Because you know, stop America, they make a noise. You take money chop, you make a noise. You leave SDO, leave Geo, leave people in parliamentary attack and the point. You go tell me they go attack the boss where can your own picking them, where they go play, they go train for limbe. You are the top your mommy, you stay for your own day. You go tell me you go attack PWD. Who gave you that guts? And even you were there for damn day. You hear that kind of talk. You gotta find that man where he talks to go attack PWD. Go find your own family. Deal now with family because that man is a republic. You know what it means, say PWD don't come off for go play a magic camp. Some mad person go like republic even get the idea. Go attack PWD boss because so ambassador don't make audio say me they go attack PWD. You know the havoc where it go cause them. You know how many people the whole Bamenda they support PWD. Put down for your mind. When you fight say the amber, therefore you look at the population in interest. How you go attack population in soft spot? I want to make revolution continue. More listen there, support the same put my flag, my beg my flag. You must say box popular box day. When people they talk to you, listen. So at the end of the day, I need to ask myself this question. Are these guys fighting for this revolution? Because if you hear all the way people they make them, that's what the other one they call a Christian Asson. It come out na Christian Asson rather. It come out make audio say make them go kill school picking. And then I was telling myself that are these guys normal? Please, as you join, share extensively, no side where you watch. You got to share. Don't suppress this page, but look at even with the suppression, we see get the highest views. So we must all understand. I won't play the audio more here. I will play for just 1 or 2 minutes. Anybody join, share extensively. Listen to the audio before I continue. Listen.
Fellow Amazonians, Chris Anu here, your communication secretary. I'm coming to you today, Tuesday, November the 24th, with very, very important communication. Again, a very, very important communication. It don't be a long time where I come to you, but I thought come for one today with this information because I deem it very, very critical. It be very, very, very critical, and I really like everybody, ground zero in particular, to take this information seriously and make action it take place. I come for one with two very, very critical events where we see that they try for organize in our country, I mean Amazonia. Number one, we see the so-called regional elections where La Republique, then they try for organize for our territory. And after 4 years inside this struggle, we still see people with guts. I mean, CPDM people with guts putting on CPDM uniforms and still holding rallies in Amazonia. It is an affront to me. And I think at this moment for this war, for anybody CPDM to still be wearing that thing and holding rallies or meetings in our territory is like we are not yet started yet. I'd be very, very, very upset about it. Secondly, I see PWD Bamenda. They say that they go for Victoria, for go organize, do some practice for whatever matches they get to play. We don't know. Fellow Amazonians, are we serious? Are we really serious? If so-called PWD Bamenda, 4 years into this war, PWD Bamenda is still participating in so-called competition organized by La Republic of Cameroon to the extent of going to Victoria for practice. If we still allow this to happen, we are not serious. Maybe we should all surrender. There is no reason why these two things should be taking place in Amazonia. There is no reason why anybody in CPDM uniform should not be stoned or shot down. There is no reason why PWD Bamenda should still be participating in any competition organized by La Republique du Cameroon. These things, they get for stop. And I appeal to the restoration forces. Now, when a domain be this. There is no reason. It is a mockery, a big mockery, for anybody CPDM to be putting up those racks, CPDM racks, and having rallies in the names of election campaigns in Amazonia. They are taking us for jokers. And if we cannot stop them, then we are jokers. Anybody putting on a CPDM uniform or gathering in the name of the CPDM or anything like the Republic of Cameroon should be stoned or shut down anywhere in Amazonia. It is me saying so. Chris, I know. And anything PWD, if they go up to Victoria, they should not return to Bamenda. Their bosses, whatever they come inside with, they should be burnt down. I mean burnt down. If it means burning down the players, they should be burnt down.
Okay, I'll continue this audio. It still remains some few minutes. When I talk with facts. Ask yourself, say this man, when you call himself Chris Ano, an illiterate, a dropout from a Cas Bambili, where he come America, he not get no job, he not continue no further studies, he can call himself a communication officer. Ask yourself that this illiterate, this non-entity, even drink na waiting, he smoke na waiting, before he go she don't so. He got that courage. He not the courage of madman or illiterate. Man will not get sense. He not get common sense. How you feel she don't you process? For instance, your mind say you make audio. Say they burn down players for PWD. Move be honest. Is that supposed to be a target in this revolution? And when every time they want to talk some of now and then what's up when they make noise. If this man not be La Republic, no talk true. You talk say, me they attack CPDM. Me they don't go rally attack people. That one make a little bit of sense. But who be the target that they get for attack among the CPDM people? Now put their name there for list. We don't talk this thing repeatedly. Now we tell you everybody can make audio, they talk them again. Because the fact say you can't make audio, they talk say, how it be possible to say CPDM is go campaign? You don't go to the ask now, we that question. You don't go to the ask now, Amazonians that question. You don't go to the ask now, fighters that question. You don't go to the ask now, yourself, you and Sako. When I collect money for that, so that I do draft. When I get draft money, when I don't use money for draft stop elections, when I think I make an audio. No, be honest. When I use money for draft stop the elections, don't look no more audios. And the cause of making an audio, you go talk, say me the attacks. PWD Bamenda the boss. Makwo. Ma tell you one thing. Me be on record. If one PWD player hate heck, me and Marsh go for Houston. And Chris Anu, you will not leave your house. Me, any man, a police or FBI, me record this statement. Can you imagine this nonsense? Can you imagine this nonsense? You talk about the attack plan of PWD. And some of them even share that kind of message. I mean, we'll be honest, right? If these guys are working for Cameroon government, if not be proxy for Cameroon government, they only do things they all can't talk. Or they do things they turn population off. To be honest, right? Now, by the way, sometimes with due respect, All man get intelligence to a level. But even picking the way they drop out for class 5 at the times or class 7, they don't fit reason like the man. Because not be normal reasoning this. This one is a paid reasoning faculty. Paid. PRF. Paid reasoning faculty. Because this man simply be paid for make this audio. Otherwise, what if he get what if he listen, we'll be honest. We'll even name 10 targets away the day for ambassador where the man not talk about. Number 1, at Tanganji get houses. They get all those ministers them. John Bute. Every single Gole. They get you get SGOs and GOs. You parliamentarian, you want me PW not pay much. But we get Anglophones and when a parliamentarian, when a lawmaker they see them for Pobia, you know say that has it. Inside the BLM, Christian, you know Paul Tansom in place. You never go, they go do nothing. You can't tell me they go burn PWD players inside boss. Come no be honest. And some of them they share them. Why they share something, they think about the what you can say aftermath of what you put out there. You know how many people there were, how many Bamenda put you don't withdraw because of you know where to be football. Look, Diego Maradona died today. Look how he make news. Look how media they shake. Especially not a shortcoming, no. But football is a golden pleasure where the whole world, no man for the world. See, probably, to be honest, right? Some people, if you want to talk about golden pleasures, football be top notch when it comes to sports. No sport, majority for the world. Football be so huge apart from America where they get soccer. Look at them very clearly. So when you look at very well, very, very critical, you say, ask yourself, but wait to come over this man, when you ask him to go attack PWD. Please, if you watch, you share and then you hashtag play with the watch. And I want to talk him sincerely. And me the one go clear. For all man waiting for we have regional election, I will address in a letter. Because you don't show very clearly. I'll be happy say every time when I be talking December this. And it good to they put that election for December. More hope say that money is not that on draft $2 million for draft. Barrister Ashby don't go help when I read them for other channels. They say Sakola raise money for draft. When I use that money for a so-called county heads, when I stop regional election for a place. When I want details, I will give you now. Each region get the number of accounts, people that they go vote. You get the number of electoral college. You get the number of polling stations. When I identify those, when I go attack them. When I not come for Facebook, can't make noise, go to talk to me and I'm not going to talk. Be very clear. Now, whether I don't talk, see, the only reason why you see this thing happen, now one thing with the major cause for this downward trend for the revolution, joblessness for Amazonian leaders. Yes, 99% of them, they need nothing. Now, joblessness, you worry them. They have no business, they have no job, they're online a revolution. They don't get nothing. See, Chris Ann will come out. I want to talk of every tattoo platform I can wear suit. For do it with that. Say, man will never push on wear suit. You take money, man will take money. How many million? Okay, look at, you can take money, say prison break. When I hear old they take prison break, go pay in a TV. Put it for down, they die. Okay, election, they can't go on. Use that money for prison break, go stop election. Not can they make audio for you? What is it? How CPDM? How CPDM issue connect with PWD? PWD is absolutely a political football club. They go play for Libya. They come out the other, they go for Tripoli, go play Ali or something, if I remember very well. So you want to make PWD now? Now you get PWD, we not function again because you fight independence. Man, ask you. So if you say because you fight independence, now you get PWD. This is the mentality that some of these our brutes here they have. You know that you need to do the independent, don't independent. You make Facebook, you take money for people. They say you get TV. You get the point. You can't get the gods. All these pigs. You can't get the gods for what time they go attack PWD. And then they share them for WhatsApp. When I want independent, when they go attack a football club. What is the relationship between PWD and your independence? I ask you. How PWD going to play anywhere stops you from getting independence? These are the questions you should be asking. And you are the watchman for Daniel for Grand Zero. You got to protect PW because Chris and Nonton also tomorrow in the Republic, he proxy fighters military no go this guy now go kill some PWD player. What will see him? Yes, you don't kidnap some more PWD. Don't do this. When a military go do him, you can't miss an amber because of now why they want to get cattle? It don't look normal. This is absolutely bizarre. I never see the kind of thing for 21st century or 2020. We get put for America. You get for the capital of the world's economy. You not even get any job. You not get no business. You do nothing. But then there's people that bet they make billions, CFA, dollars everywhere. You get a non-entity for everywhere. You know, it be zero. It gets zero success for church and anything. You watch down for some place. We are cranky, illiterate journalism head. You can't make all go attack PWD. Do you ever take account to measure and get the feedback of some of the things you say out there? How it hampers this revolution? Don't have to say anything to catch it. No, it's not going to happen. And I'm picking up in this. Just hold on. I want to talk very clearly, right? No way, no day. TV will end. Any man will be jobless will not get any means of support except economically. You not ever lead no revolution. That is the reason why you see the revolution don't go so well. Sako, Chris Anu, and the rest of them, Pastor Tata, them, Bohead, all these are jobless people, and they parade themselves as leader. How you do get $0? One can talk about the $1. You need pay tax. One can lead my you pay tax. Which country they were man to come up with be president a broke person? Tell me which place. You every for Bible. Jesus Christ, if Papa not be poor, he been a carpenter, he get job. You get the point? You don't ask yourself why we will not be know much about Jesus Christ written in the Bible. From the early age, when they were born, only yesterday they born Jesus Christ, 3 wise men ago, they born in the sea from manger, and so on. After that, don't hear much about Jesus Christ apart from oral tradition. Because Jesus Christ be busy with the head in Papa carpenter. Will not be no side the way Jesus Christ go carry plan for bush, carry Papa make chair. Will not be no other side. We only hear that Jesus Christ perform miracle, tie the enter with donkey, triumphant entry into Jerusalem. We hear that tie the heal people. Now when we start seeing activities, and when God won't present Jesus Christ, he don't present Jesus Christ as a poor man. He presents it as a rich man, a rich servant where come on the donkey. They put pound for them because God, listen, I tell you one thing. The mentality where these brutes and these illiterate they get up, now they kill the revolution. So man was not Sako, you don't get no job, you don't get no tax when you pay, say he be president. For which country? Are you crazy? You want to leave me when I have more money than you? Yeah, you can leave me when I have more money than you. But when you are doing something, an effort to lead by example. You know she don't for a catch, she don't for Chris Anu, no job. Or you want to have a thief money. How you do shit like make me say PWD? And you go lean there for go trade. When one come back, me they bomb the boss, me they kill the players them. Your mommy, Chris Anu, your mommy they stay for Yaoundé. What is your mother doing in Yaoundé? You buy things that are for stores and for Yaoundé. Your mommy they buy a casket and export, entertain for the for house when visitors they come. Your family members they then at Yaoundé. You go shop, you go buy CCC Savon for Yaoundé. All your things you buy them, you send money, they collect on CFA. Your mommy they use that money chop one money for struggle. Then you can't talk for man when you work. He had earn money, pay players and keep society happy. You say they go attack the club. If you don't be say you be demonic or you be insane or you be deranged, how you ever think of that kind of nonsense? And some very porous and soft-minded ambassadors, you go out there, you're sharing and you try to everyone to defend a message like that. How derogatory is it to the revolution? How more harm have people done for the revolution again? Can you imagine? When I only give every day, Chris and they woke up for bed, they give for them more reason for not support the struggle. Because if somebody really, no, we'll be honest, right? Someone when I come, we want to support the revolution. He get a football club where he thinks something, then you go talk to people, go attack people. You say, okay, no, come on. These guys don't mean that I give you money, okay, you want to kill people. You don't know what you're doing. And I therefore, see, my turn on one thing. I mean, Amber, not only me, I think get the courage for Captain the bitter truth. If we not amend my ways, forget it. When I see how it's going, we'll go down every day. Where is the revolution? We'll be honest. Be honest to yourselves. If you don't go back to the drawing board, are we succeeding? The answer is no. Big no. Until we reverse the trend, we stop all this manipulation, all this thievery, all this hypocrisy, then there's no way. Because if you only preach nothing they for affect society, they come over and say, all man is glad picking they go school, they glad. Everybody is glad picking they go for go school. You come out with someone that go attack schools. Because I want to show it. Put they go ahead and I go attack, when I go kidnap the cardinal. Chris Anu Sako, they just come up to take 20 million for some group of insult the way they contribute and cook get they release fund. When they don't even know say Chris Anu don't even get no power to talk about the release of that fund. If that general not talk. But we intervene, we convince the general that they release the fund, but Chris Anu Sako don't take their money for it. You get the point? They won't take their money. And we're in a revolution. We fight for liberate people. And instead kidnap and enslave people. Come on, give those guys a break. Give Ganzero a break. Emancipate Ganzero. Let them decide. Except for things that are crucially embedded in the revolution, like the election. You're not going to let that man decide. But not tell man why they go play sports. So me be very clear. And me all man know. One revolution is on track, but it's going down. Until we bring it back and take it from the hands of these illiterates, these impostors, these armed robbers who call themselves pastors. Look all the Amber people, they call themselves Amber activists and leaders. 90% of them, they don't get nothing for shuffle. They don't get nothing. No good jobs, no businesses. You want to lead people. You go to occasion for they contribute, you look so, like I saw in credit, and they say you leader for revolution. All the time, Sako go occasions on there for year, for this Oxford event center. They want to contribute. Sako go contribute in a book. The sign book say, those want to buy my book. Excuse me, are you kidding me? And you want us to win a war with this manner of leaders? No, let's be honest. Person she don't Germany say get 2 companies. You find any extremely poor, broke people where they rely on people that $5, $10 contribution, but they can do what you want. We don't say you see now, yeah, actually Apple this side, and so on. I don't tell people I say me. I don't ever can beg nobody say contribute because we got to go fight this. If you think say something they be important, go do that can not pass. You get the point. This thing not be so my papa farm. Get it very clearly. Not be so my papa farm. And would they show some people they be I have people down. So lost in everything. So much so that you need to ask yourself the question, are these people normal? So much just don't make go to say, me go keep PWD. My hear that nonsense again. My hear that nonsense. That because they put they get PWD, they surely have been good. Because now me, I get that club. I only take that audio, bring that for a year, for America here. Go for your state with it, sue you for court. For this, you pay damages. I don't keep my club. Why you don't go jail? Because you do that audio now for a year. Person will take that this and come for a couple of keys. Because then an individual have personal property and they get proof. When I can't say, go, Gary, this is general. And I talk based on context and nobody can sue me. But you know, can't go for go talk specifically for go attack a club. Because they put them, who does that? Who does that? So make it be very clear. I want to talk this one. Now the same thing I talk say, when I look at some of our brothers and Ambazonians, I ask myself, say, wait, hold on. Sometimes why I say a mistake when I make even support these people or what? You ask yourself, but you go back, you go look at the patrons them when they did for jail. Look at that refugees them. Look at IDP. Look at the martyrs they don't die, but they don't go before we. The General Ivo, the Ayekes, the these other amigos, all that picking their own, the OBs and the rest. The grandpa, everybody don't die. You look and say no. At least you see get reason for fight. Because you have to solve some of them have a WhatsApp and this imbecile and armed robbers for diaspora. Trust me. Personally, I would even just okay, you know what, quit it. But I cannot because I look at these categories of people on the ground. Mami happy they don't die some soya that they look at them. That blood that they see, find justice, and that's why I'm still fighting. I look at Sisiko and Co and the rest in jail, Manchum BBC. 4 years after Paul they see jail for no crime committed. I can't give it up. Look at those Mamina for refugee camps and all that picking them. Where they don't kill their papa them. I can't give it up. Those villages are unborn and that's the only reason. You see? So otherwise, you'll see some person will even get the guts. Like today, I received some advert from one of my friends. We get piano, this thing, and so I want to advertise for a magazine. And I just give you suggestions. Why I go show for any put this up. I give you suggestions on what you do. One be very important because now one of the greatest in the way Ambassador get as a deficiency. You see the point? Okay. He send me advert from my email because he take a page from magazine. I find this thing quickly. Okay, very good. Okay, now the advert is now Ketron at Jamsoni. Okay, he give me the advert. What he do? As he say he don't write, he put of them. Now in this, you see, because he do piano, he get sound, he send microphone, he do everything. Okay, he write, he put of them now. He forget I don't know why I forget when I say if on that report, and because you not put microphone sales, you not put sound installation, because I'm one of the best sound installer where the best place to install sound for the whole of this DMV area. Well, no. Okay, not put another question, okay, bro. You know how to do this, you know how to do this. Now I add by this and not change them because he pay for this space. I the only proposal. If he tell me say no, leave and do and so I go do it. Because this man is paying for his space. Not be some man will start what's up. You can't tell me say me every time to go right northwest and southwest say I must write and so. Who are you? To be honest, I don't create my business so amber man who can't dictate for me. You know ever work? You get the point? Oh, when I wake up, you sleep because once I don't post a marathon, I don't die. Before CNN one post or BBC, I don't post because I get for all pages. I find information, all headquarters, all presidents. I get them. Kenyan president, they talk say either for Kenyatta International Convention Center. It won't be 2 minutes. You don't post. I don't read them. One report. I don't post them. You read them for free. I need sleep. You get the point. You read all my information for free from my page. I inform you. You read. You get information. I tell you okay tomorrow at Thanksgiving. So point never at Thanksgiving tomorrow. They will support the answer which we thank you help for education of Africa. You get that information for free. Then instead of you to thank you or for just read quietly, as most of them wicked when they read any share, but they see the following because we get very huge reach out. And the least amount of people they go for national player page for one day, if it's small, now 500,000 for all my stories. I think put all the screenshots yourself. So we get the following. So you see, so at the end of the day, you see people, so they'll pay your cash, don't you say, man, go talk say northwest and southwest. You dictate for me. Who are you? Man, be honest. Who are you? Every my editorial board, he only suggests. I be CEO, I be founder. So you got to get a polite way for every time say, bro, how you see? And contact me, brother. Don't write that shit for WhatsApp. I don't live in WhatsApp groups. WhatsApp is not Telegram. Get them very clear. So at the end of the day, person will agree advert. If he dictate for me, say, okay, I want my advert done so. Put my advert for the page. Okay, put me for back page. I'll pay you $10,000 or $20,000. So okay, no problem. Because if you pay me $20,000, one back page, I'll put you. Now I pay 7 or 10,000. If you put it for front or for rather for the first 2 pages. Or my one central spread, you go pay, you go dictate. You get the point? So that be some change, some more countries down. So all this nonsense, this attitude get for stop. No Ambazonia. Listen, I created the company many years before the revolution started. And I not can the country now because of Amber. I can the country want me to me. Put down for your head. Quote me anywhere. So not please say you should down for WhatsApp because I fight for Ambazonia. You pay me? No. Do you give me money for fuel? For 4 years, which Ambazonia don't donate say, okay, every time I for pay a lease. When I know how to pay my office. I ask you. You know how to pay my office place? You know how to pay my workers? You read from Kenya. If you say they might work from Kenya for free. Or they get work from Gambia for free. You don't say they already do audio. Every day we get innovations. You feel that for free? Listen, this nonsense got to stop. Me, Amber, they get them very clearly. I can't repeat and emphasize on this issue. Please, and if you think, listen, I need to condole any Amber attitude for national telegraph. You can't for them, if you read news, G association, want to talk about Amber, they not can involve me for your comment on that national telegraph page. That is a completely professional business where the whole world is following. And I'll not take nonsense from anybody. If you like when I go share or one man comment, but at the end of the day, 50,000 people don't see read that story. I can see it. I feel no how people don't read. So me all that one be very, very clear. I take this time for explaining. I will not tolerate it. I will not tolerate it. It should be clear. This telegraph is my business, my company is my legacy. And there is no Ambazonian, no Cameroonian, no Greek, no American that can dictate to me the way I run that business. Nobody. So long as I pay my taxes, I'm in conformity with the law where I'm operating. You cannot do nothing. Put that in your mind. So it takes me to talking about people who are interested in doing business with us. And somebody says, oh, you know what? No, he shouldn't come on his editor page and talk about people are interested in doing business. Who are you to dictate to me? Because I don't want to be too modest and suppose take a lesson opportunity. No. When they contribute money, suppose they take money, pay rent, go chop crap. If I want to chop crap, I will swap them my business card. Anything I want to do, I'm going to work hard, get adverts, get jobs, do things that will people for be able to earn. And they sit there, some non-entity, they sit down for backstage, you can't tell me, so okay, every time you have to do this, you don't have to do this. No. I'll keep on fighting for this revolution. And I'll keep on making sure that I progress in my business. Because the first time everyone gets more retreat, say, okay, you know what? I've been able to progress, man, no post, no. If I buy a new car, a used one, I'll post it. That is my company. Get it very clearly. So people sometimes ask me, say, the African mentality to Amba don't just take them because it's crazy, very crazy. This illiterate, lazy, broke ass mentality. You guys don't do, you don't bring it to me. You get it? Okay, see. I can't advertise. I talk about Bamenda LLC. Well, I will talk about them today for 5 minutes. I'm not talk for all my followers there. Because all my county page, after they don't suppress, I'm not my follower. As I always tell people, we'll get the hugest following. We'll get radio, we'll get everything. And we don't create an avalanche of love. We get the love, put the love with. Last time I talked about my show for say, oh, put the country, if you don't support me with it. One brother, Peter, he go send me $130. He brother give 50, he give 80. I feel acknowledging for you. He said, no, now we'll support for Telegram. I take him. Yes, if Donald Trump would fit take money for do campaign, why I'm not taking? Normally, all my followers, every month, when we starting magazine subscription, all of them will subscribe. 110,000, or how many people the way they did concrete followers for every cartoon, and then we go to buy the magazine online. Yes. So me that want to be very clear. Some person say I call you, yes, any man will get a broke ass mentality, I call you broke ass. Very clearly. If you don't get the kind of mentality I talk about, exclude yourself. If you say I want to talk for the page at the twist my tongue, no. People there for plenty people there for they support progress. They pray people they succeed. But some there for you can only criticize, see you make mistakes, see you fall. But don't forget say my work hard to fall, especially when God deal with you. So this one should be very, very, very careful. Might just take out this other sakwe, crazy soldier. Arm robber like you call yourself dancing. Those are the arm robbers you have in this revolution. So it be very clear. Me all man strategize for see how we revolution go ahead. Some people they say, oh, you understand because every time they can't talk for Facebook for the support Amber, me no progress. Okay, but you need even talk, you need do nothing. Just 1 quick minute. Just because you need talk, you need do nothing, you there for WhatsApp, you there quiet, hide your identity, you fly, go to Cameroon, go do your thing, come back. You be a house, you progress. Then me where I fight for the liberation. And then you need to contribute nothing for my success. They are still getting my business for what I want to match, don't twist my hand. It's not going to work. I have to progress tremendously. As a matter of fact, because I even those family and I fight, I get for even be the richest person. Honestly. Because all man for the support me. That's the point. What's my own pay? But no, I need to man for support me. I still do a legal, legitimate business. Some person can't tell me, say, go right northwest, so go right southwest. So what now give you that guts? No, be honest, now give you that guts. Listen, I want to talk very clearly. Those who know me back from home, from Manfi, when I started Telegraph, I was an extremely, very successful newspaper publisher. I've remained so, and I'm going to remain so forever. Nobody is going to cut short my progress. Me be very clear. Me be very, very clear. And I want me to go into all the amber put ahead where they go. She said, oh, what's up? You can't tell me, say, I'm going northwest, southwest, so I'm right, so. I don't tell you before and I'll tell you tomorrow. If you want to get a talk or a say inside Telegraph, please, can't give me $1 million. Buy shares. You want to have 50%, 20%, any amount, we'll sit on the table, discuss them. That time now, you get more shares, you get more voice. If you tell all, therefore Zoom call, tell all man, say, from today, we will not use Norway and South, we'll use this and this. And reporter one write that story, he like him, he go write, and why no one write with you, he go resign. That's how he operates. So not kind of a WhatsApp card, they make noise. You're not get to do me WhatsApp. Well, I'll come for Facebook and trash you already. So, okay, take for example, I talk about Bamenda LLC. Well, I'll take time to talk about it for 5 minutes. When at school that way, they train for Scrum. Okay, now people then support the call, which is good. A lot of people don't call from which I get them, which is very good. But I want to take time today, right, for to say, where people they need them. If all man with an amber person, he get a knowledge of Scrum or IT, he get a job, he go help me, right, because we'll get more people that will be self-reliant and a lot of things will change. Okay, but you did Japan, you did France, you did Morocco, you did Tunisia, you did Thailand, you did UAE. People they say because they say Scrum, missing all the America gets Scrum jobs. No. Scrum did the whole world. Company, any life for inside the Republic, for example. People they see higher Scrum masters. Inside Amber for Boya, MTN, they get Scrum masters. You put it that way. For Kenya, Scrum masters they did. So you don't even need you need to come and ask the person get the company, say me explain for you if you get job. Just Google if you get Scrum jobs for your area. Scrum they like an advanced state for IT, human resource management and stuff like that. Now tax management. So not all companies for the way anywhere they need them. Everybody. Me I go and predominantly become my business. It helped me with my business. So you must make sure, say, you get this background information, and then you call these people, register, because at the beginning of information, when a survivor information, it will help you. You see? It will help you. Man, just 1 minute. So basically, the big shares, they call it one, I want you to talk, address it before I block you. They call it, say, Anna NG. No, I need big shares for your information. I tell you, say, if you want to dictate for me, buy shares. That time, I will know so if you talk. So I don't ever beg shares for nobody. All right, might block you. So it did normal. You see, honestly, I just get too many followers. I don't take nonsense from caricature. They come here for can always make noise on this page. It's not going to happen. Facebook will suppress me, but they still block people. They come here for can disturb. Because that's how. Because if you want to focus, you got to remove all this negative energy and put it in disturb. Because this is what they do every time, and this revolution is not going to go this way. We put it. They always then I say they want disturb. So might go now to this particular point, and I will talk them so clearly. Listen very attentively. I want to talk to all my followers and might watch me here. If I finish this show, I'll give you the phone number, both WhatsApp and this thing. Call them. Any country, the one in France, Colombia, Switzerland, call this particular school because they get the experts, they get the know-how for train you and they will make you to for guide you and coach you and get a job. So when you call them, they'll say once the first thing I say, register, get the classes, they'll train you, get the certification, then they'll train you how to take interviews. Whether they France or they anywhere, you'll still get job. Anywhere for the world, you'll get job for that country or elsewhere, depending on your arrangement or the company. And company they do job now based on your performance, how you fit display your know-how, your savvy during an interview. So no pay for the web Scrum Master, no they. Why if you say the India, they stay for India, work Scrum Master for Chad, work Scrum Master for America. You, if you do same, because at the end of the day, don't even now, why don't take all these lucrative jobs? They will say, okay, if you be Scrum Master, not if you get job. No, you get the job. So today, I think they need a maximum of 20 students in class, I'll give that number. Just the same way I've talked about, I've just for now, I will talk about them extensively for my next show. Now they're right, because now anyway they support every title. And I therefore use the platform where I know say I get genuine followers. With the point they remember this show now. Over 500,000. These are my followers. These are my followers. So all my watch I want to write hashtag the name I'll give you. You hashtag the name. Verbatim LLC. Verbatim. Verbatim is spelled VENBATI. VENBATI. I'll read that again here. VENBATI. You get the name? LLC. Okay. How you feel contact them now? I'll give you the contact. I'll give you the simplest contact both on WhatsApp and direct call. If you call them, you don't even call. That's okay. Explain how you wait. You never ask now 3 questions. What is the duration of the school? That's the first thing. The duration. You say it range between 4 to 6 weeks. You'll get this thing. Then wait till the amount. You negotiate with the CEO. And then that's the next thing. You register, you pay an installment, and you get your registration ticket when the school is start. That's the most important thing. Not the answer whether you get job or you not get job or wait to happen and so on and so forth. No, you're not going to ask that question. Wait to be very, very important for you now. But don't say you must get job. So anybody join me, just hashtag Verbatim LLC. That will give you their number. Call them. Whether they're on any side of the world, we all will get to take the advantage. People they don't go do this thing, they get money, they earn $100,000 a year, when at 60 million. So they earn 80,000. They don't think can't tell you. But me, I get the question can't tell because I don't go into it. I see what it be a very good thing. Apart from even getting a job, it just enlighten you and then it broaden your scope about the way society function. So all my watch me, you call them on +1 240 701 7796. If I finish job, call them, leave messages. Just tell them say one register. Get the registration, secure your space. So that you won't be you want 6 weeks, you don't even a Scrum Master. Say John Baku, na certified Scrum Master, Dr. Fontaine, na certified Scrum Master. Put a candy na so don't certify. Now even through John, I really get the courage say, because the way John Baku you do it, the whole meeting, conferences, coordinating, that's okay, you know what, I'm going to do this. Because it adds a lot to you. So we'll get them very, very clearly. So +1, I put +1 because my US code with any man for any part of the referee call. Not sit down for China and say, oh, how we do. Get the knowledge. You know, not all my even go school say more get job. So we'll get them very carefully. +1 240 701 7796. Now the Verbatim, the number that Verbatim me all my hashtag Verbatim. Verbatim VENBATI. If you get them very, very well, some people don't hashtag them, they're very good. Thank you so much. VENBATI. Now, verbatim that. If you get verbatim, you get them for www.verbatim.com. So, now the name that verbatim. Okay, so now so kind name. So, if you get them for www.verbatim.com, VENBATI. If you get them for support@verbatim.com, that's their email address. But the easiest way to call them, I will update their second number. If you call even the other lady way, now one of the teachers, the easiest way to get them a WhatsApp and direct call for +1 240 701 7796. Call them. Anybody watch me, give them a call. Not me ask, oh, I'll get job or I'll not get job. No. Ask them the duration of the class and negotiate how if you register. Register. If you go school, university, you don't have to say if I come on, I'm going to go work for CRT or I will work for CNN or I work for CNN. No, not be university, you go that. But this Scrum get a lot of opportunities. So why you're in Japan, you're in France, anywhere you watch me, call, enroll, and make sure very good. That's the website, www.venbatim.com. So all manner for benefit. Me all we imagine say we get like 1,000, 2,000, 5, 10,000, 1 million Scrum Master. They want to amber people them. For example, all my watch from the world, even people watch from different parts of Africa. Probably like Kenya, they don't call for register for the school because they know what is going on. The way they be digitalized, everything they move towards the digital way. Then when they give information, you don't need for the answer, I'll get work. Maybe the mouth they tell you whether you get work or not. But obviously, now 99% of people don't go, they especially people they be committed. They get the job. Few people they need get they need get law. But just be rest assured, say, wait till you make a man a conviction. You get your conviction and you move out there to make sure say you secure something for yourself. So www.verbatim.com, or you get for call them on this phone number. I'll end this show in a bit. +1 240 701 7796. +1 240 77. +1 240 701 7796. So that's it. So it be important. I'll call the number. So maybe pin the number for screen day. +1 240 701 7796. If you follow the show, which is best thing for doing, I say when the show ends, if you go back towards the ending, you take them down so you will be able to write the number carefully. Also, maybe pin the number for the. I'll read them once more. +1 because +1 a US code. 240 701 7796. +1 240 701 7796. All right. So now the number that so now the person now they can put them say okay, officially me not write my number, so me write my number. So if you dictate for me, because you get advert where you pay for, and that one be possible for you for change. But I'm serious now, we can't tell me which you do. No, it doesn't work that way. So one time, very good, massive, that's the number. +1 240 701 7796. Excellent. I'll pin the number here. Thank you so much. Okay, so person asks about qualification. No qualification. You don't need no qualification. I'll pin the number quickly here so that anybody come in. Thank you so much. God bless you. That's the right number. That's it. Very good. +1 240 701 7796. So you don't need no qualification. You don't need to be anything. Why you get a first school, Scrum na certification. Why you get a first school, you don't even get first school, you get anywhere for the world you want to participate. So long as you understand the concept, if you explain them, if you talk fine, why man interview you, if you get job for Guinness, anywhere, all company need Scrum Master. I'm not talking one thing, one of the reason why the amber will go the way good because some of you are probably even understand the technique for. They do now waterfall system. They told you one live here. They need to know evaluation. That's the point. So with this, it's going to change a lot of perspective. So anybody watch me on YouTube afterward. +1 240 701 7796. Now verbatim the number that any man, if you call them right away after this show, make sure say you get you get out there so that if you be able for register. So call, just ask the duration and then negotiate your price for them. So not they out there for say, okay, oh, will I have job? Is there a job in Japan? There's a job for Scrum everywhere in the world. Just get registered, finish your school in 6 weeks, get your certification. Put yourself for your profile. Say be Scrum Master. Just put them there. Jump back on and certify Scrum Master. Look, email, you see where they write. You see? But me, I don't take a certification exam yet, but I will take her. But I don't do the Scrum, and I get to still do more. So that is exactly the point. So it's just the best. And I think today, you go today, you take them, you pass. Tomorrow, anytime you're ready for doing. So at the end of the day, like yesterday, we get a small class with them. They show me some more things there, and all of those stuff. So they even get time for go extra over and over for trying to make sure they do not understand, explain them for you. So now bebateamllc.com. So the phone number was on a +12407017796. Tomorrow or more, I'll tell you about a job. So now I'll tell you briefly before I go. Where now my brother and friend who own this company. He operate from Delaware. Now a company this Ketron Ajam Summit 90. So we want to talk about microphone, sound system, installation, anything. And the best person for contact. So next show I will talk about it too extensively. That's how we're going to do it. So we'll take time, we'll talk the revolution, then we'll also expand on trying to make sure they put their business they grow. So we'll not get that mentality where because all mine are my follower. When they follow me, like my follower will like me, he always like to see people that they follow me for succeed and for me too for succeed. The rest of people they put to the downfall, now either like Republic or people they'll be naturally jealous and they be broke. Because to be honest, most time where you pray me man not succeed, you not ever succeed, you always remain broke. So if you want one of the criteria then for you for succeed, or one criterion for succeed, now for pray for another man's success, there is no harm in praying. So I pray very seriously for all my own watch this show, and I thank you so much. And will remain very safe and protected. Thank you so much. Bye bye for now. God bless you. Bye bye.